Hello
Welcome.
and welcome to a new episode of the PATOU Devlog.
Right, we have a game.
And actually, we never talked about PATOU.
But we talk about PATOU all the time.
Yeah, we talked about fog and we talked about sounds, we talked about the old style, but we never talked about what a PATOU actually
Oh,
is.
right.
Yeah, maybe let's start with that. What a PATOU is and how I got inspired by this creature. I mean, a
Yeah.
PATOU actually exists. It's the French name. It's like the coast name. Is that an English word? For the not for that dog, but for the Pyrenean Shepherd dog. Those dogs are really huge and they've helped shepherds fight bears and wolves. And I don't know, I heard so much about them and I really like their fluff fur, but they're also very aggressive. They look
Yeah.
nice and a bit like Labradors, but they are really shepherd dogs.
But they're still good boys.
They are very good boys. So, and from there, I actually modeled a completely different dog. Like a year ago, we started a project, and the old PATOU that you might have seen in videos is completely different. He's very thin, although there he got the old fur. Unity doesn't have its own fur, so we used a plugin called Fluffy. Fluffy, I think
Yeah.
it's what it was the name, and it was really fun to work with that. But that's why we show photos. We had to take it out because one, it never looked really perfect like we wanted it. There's always this
Perfect.
perfect. And second, the performance was not good.
Well, the performance was fine on our desktop, of course.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes.
other or older hardware would probably struggle with those amazing, crazy amount of triangles that it generates.
But if you would have toned it down, it never looked like good. It looked, I mean, it looks not shaggy. What's the name? Patchy?
Shabby.
Shabby.
Shabby style.
Shabby style, that's right. Yeah, so we took the fur off, and actually we are choosing this topic of PATOU today because your task for the week is to implement the new PATOU, and we say goodbye to the old model, right?
But still, first, let's hide this and have a look at the old one in the game.
A last look at the thin little.
Goodbye.
Press A to pay respect. Press E to pay respect.
Okay, that's E. I think I can't do it.
Oh,
yeah.
not saying properly goodbye. Okay, so
That's it.
yeah, it's. I mean, I never really liked the model. I mean, at the beginning, I was happy about PATOU, although it never looked like a PATOU dog, but it was okay. But he's really weird. He's too thin and long, and he doesn't have like the face of a Labrador. He really looks a bit not evil, but more like a, I don't know, like a security dog, you know, like a bit
Like Snoopy.
yeah, like Snoopy. Snoopy the security dog. Yeah, his head and everything.
The neck is a bit
The
broken.
neck is super weird. It's much too long, and I also don't like the legs. Yeah, he's overall too thin. It's not like a dog that you want to have an adventure with and hug and stuff like this.
And without the fur, he's very slick.
Yeah.
It's not like something
Slimy.
you want to cuddle. It's more like something you want to, I don't know, glide on.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was on my schedule for quite some time to create a new dog and really have it more looking like the actual Pyrenean dog. I mean, I emphasized the eyes quite a lot.
Do you want to look at this one?
Okay, yeah, that's how it started. I used the old PATOU, made it fat in Blender, and used it like a sub mesh to model on it, to remesh it.
Yeah.
And we also had a lot of thoughts like how can we, because PATOU is actually a ghost dog, right? It's in your mind. It's not
a spirit guide.
It's a spirit guide, and he doesn't really look like that. And I had some ideas on what to change, how to change that, but I wasn't always super happy with that. I mean, we still can add stuff like that, and I still want to, but in the end, it's like a normal dog, and I think it works the best because people can relate much more to it in a way.
At
But
least we hope so.
At least we hope so, and I mean, I think you will you will have some more additional skins to run with him.
That's actually not that hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, for you maybe, but
some artist is going to do that.
yeah, but switching from pictures is not that hard.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
And he's very shiny and polished. With this disco nose.
Yeah, that's what we call polishing game development.
We need a seizure warning before showing.
Maybe just have to deactivate it. No difference.
No, it's the specularity. Yeah. I went a bit overboard with it. But I really like him. I mean, he has the face that I wanted, like a bit dumb Labrador face. He's really, he's willing to help. He does everything for you. And I mean, right now we decided that Kit is a bit annoyed by him, so his look is perfectly fluffed.
Definitely.
And I also have like the look where we don't need fur, but he looks still a bit fluffy. Yeah, I think he will fit better on the Switch than the old one. So. Yeah, so much for the PATOU style. Also, right there is, if you're interested in the process, I have some dev videos where I rig him and do the weight painting, the most boring stuff of all. You can watch me. Because it's actually not that easy to do a good quad pad that also works for all the stuffs and movements that you want. Did you show the animations? I think I talked so much I didn't check what you...
Yeah,
Immunity.
I showed a little.
You played them. Okay, amazing. I didn't look. So I think next time we do the dev diary, we talk a bit about the challenges you got with gameplay stuff.
Yeah.
Gameplay wise, like with enough meshes and with the puzzles we want to do with him. It's not a solution yet, it's still the process, but yeah, that's what we want to talk about, right? Or is there anything else you want to add?
No, not right now. Definitely the struggles of gameplay with a AI companion.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Thanks for watching and see you around.
See you around.
Bye.
Bye.